Thanks for joining us here on Cron On. I'm Noelle Bello. San Francisco has officially been open for a week and a half now, and neighborhoods have been pretty active. People are dining outdoors and indoors, and even some spontaneous parties have broken out. In an effort to help people rediscover some of what the city has to offer, the organization Next SF is holding a new series of forums. Here to talk about it all is Business Development Director Vas Cañeres. It is so good to see you. We talked so much at the beginning of the pandemic about different ways to help out businesses, make sure they survive through all of this. How does it feel to be on the other side of the restrictions now?
So, Noelle, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to share. And then I want to sincerely thank you for being a friend of small business during 2020. We met during 2020 virtually. We've never met in person. And now into 2021, the saga continues. But, you know, there's a newfound euphoria in the city. People are excited that the city's opening up. And as you know, 2020 was a devastating year for all of us, personally, professionally. And, you know, it's never been easy for small business, but it was especially hard for small business during 2020. Actually, 47% of them said that they lost 100% of their revenues due to the pandemic. And even now, 50% of small businesses have either closed or scaled back their businesses' operations dramatically as a result of the pandemic too. And even Yelp has said that almost 2,000 businesses have closed permanently in the San Francisco Bay Area due to the pandemic. So this is dire. But, you know, we're all really excited.
Yeah, but for those that did, you know, stay open and figure out a way, I think one of the things you told me towards the beginning, and when the first like little bits of ability to reopen doors happened, you said that our businesses can really get creative, and it really kind of pushed them to change the way they operate. A lot of them have continued to stay open and are, you know, working back to, you know, making up for lost time. So talk to me just a little bit about what you've been seeing so far in terms of restaurants and storefronts, certain districts. How have they kind of rebounded, I guess?
Well, you know, small businesses, you know, are historically, traditionally much more innovative, more adept at, you know, maneuvering through economic storms. And you're right. One of the highlights of the pandemic has been shared spaces and all these beautiful outdoor options that we have. And we have new ways of enjoying the outdoor spaces now in San Francisco, and which we never thought we would do. So this is really exciting. And we all know that small businesses are the backbones of the economy. They employ over 350,000 people here in the city. That's over a third of the population of the city, and they pay about a third of the business taxes in the city as well. Yeah. So, you know, it's a huge turning point for the ones that are still open. And, you know, it's all about the neighborhoods too, because I feel there's a renaissance in our neighborhoods of San Francisco because people are not commuting as much, so they're patronizing their local businesses in their neighborhoods too. So now is a good time to go rediscover the neighborhoods of San Francisco.
And Next SF is kind of helping us do that. Talk to me about these cultural districts forums that you are putting on.
Yeah, so there is a category of neighborhoods in the city. They're official cultural districts, and they're defined by people, culture, the festivals that you see in these cities, and it's really what makes these neighborhoods unique. And they really represent the San Francisco values that we all cherish, you know, diversity, equity, inclusion, and that's what they're trying to preserve. They're trying to preserve the integrity, the cultural integrity of these neighborhoods. So we are very fortunate to be partnering with Alaska Airlines. We want to highlight these cultural neighborhoods, not only to residents, but people from around the Bay Area and hopefully people around the world to come and venture into these neighborhoods. So we're going to be highlighting Japantown, Castro, the African American cultural district, the Latino cultural district, and Soma Filipinas as well. So 5 different districts. And we're really going to be highlighting the cultural and economic assets of those neighborhoods.
And this is free forums that are online?
It's a free forum. Just sign up through Eventbrite. It's this Wednesday, 4 to 5. You can also sign up for our mailing list. Just go to next-sf.net. You can sign up for the newsletter. And what's cool is people that attend these webinars, we will raffle off during each webinar. We will raffle off 2 round-trip tickets to anywhere Alaska goes. So it's a good opportunity just to listen. You know, it's 4 to 5, so hopefully it's end of your workday. Get a glass of wine, and we're going to have an all-star cast of community leaders sharing insider knowledge of their neighborhoods, the history, what to do, what fun things to do, and also what festivals are on the horizon.
Okay.
And yeah.
I know that. So again, as long as you sign up for for the forum, again, it is free to register to kind of be involved and listen to these, as you said, all-star cast talking about their districts. Once you sign up and once you're in the room, you'll automatically be added to the list of people that might go ahead and win free airline tickets from Alaska. So that's, I think, very, very a great incentive. Everyone's kind of itching to get out and explore a little bit more, right? That's kind of the idea behind this.
Absolutely. And we are all itching to go out and rediscover our city because in a way we've all been, I don't know what the metaphor is, we've been kind of sleeping during this whole time. And, you know, unfortunately some businesses have closed, but a lot of new businesses have opened up too. And there's a lot of new buildings out there. And it's a great opportunity to come out, enjoy the neighborhoods, meet the community, make some new friends, because like you said, there's events, parties, concerts, spontaneous sidewalk parties as well. So go out, enjoy these things. And then as an added bonus, after this first initial webinar, we're gonna have 5 other webinars going deep into the different neighborhoods that we're featuring. So we're gonna be featuring the Castro and all the other neighborhoods of the city. And if you attend all 6 webinars, you get a pair of first-class Alaska Airlines tickets to anywhere Alaska flies and no blackout dates.
Oh, well,
you're gonna
that's a nice little gift there for you. I mean, like you said, though, it's very, very important to kind of rediscover your city, visit some businesses you haven't, you know, I think that for me, I had just moved to San Francisco, right? Like about a year prior to the pandemic hitting. And so I had just kind of gotten myself comfortable here. I was ready to start exploring, you know, outside of my neighborhood and being a little bit more involved. And then boom, the pandemic hit and I felt like I couldn't really venture outside of my, you know, couple mile radius of my grocery store and that sort of thing. So now it really is time to get yourself a little bit more acclimated to the other areas of the city and learn a little bit more about the history of them and the different the businesses that have, you know, popped up since. Voss, it's always great to chat with you. Like you said, we've not met in person yet, but we're going to change that within the next couple of weeks. Okay, I'm holding you to it.
Very soon. We're going to seize the moment, Noelle.
We are. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.